In this Schoolyard Stories publishing tutorial, we'll look at how to add color and go over some tips that may come in handy when putting together your publication. Color can be added to a whole page. It can be added to text boxes. It can be added to text frames. It can also be added to image frames as a background color or as a border. In this top row of tools, we can see the background page color icon. When you add background color, it will bleed off the page and into the crop area. When your publication is cropped, the color will bleed to the edge of the page. To add background color, simply click on the background page color icon. I'm going to add green, so I scroll down to the green color, and then I click on the square color palette to choose the green that I like. To keep consistency throughout your publication, it's a really good idea to keep track of your RGB color codes. You can choose a color by moving your arrows up and down and clicking on Set Color here, or if you know your RGB color code, you can just add it manually and then click Set. On this page we'll add an image frame with some background color and a border. I first click on Add Image Frame, and then I go to Add Background Color for the image frame. I'll choose a color, I'll choose blue, and then I'll set my color. I also want to add a border, so I'll go to Set Border, choose a solid border, the size of 10 pixels. I'll round my corners, and I'll choose an orange color. Now, as you can see, the image frame has bled off the side of the page. So I'll resize the image frame, and I'll lock it into place. When I lock the image frame into place, it doesn't move when I add my image. For more information on images, you can go to our Schoolyard Stories image tutorial on our help page. Now, I will add my image, and I know that the Schoolyard Stories logo has a transparent background, so I'll add that. Because the image frame is locked in place, I will be able to zoom in and zoom out my image. And I can also move the image around within the frame. I'll add an image, I'll change the image. Now I know that this one doesn't have a transparent background, but a white background. So if I add it to a blue background, I'll zoom it out, and when I move it around, it still has that white background. So just keep in mind the effect you'd like to achieve before choosing your images. You can add color to your text and text boxes in much the same way. I'll work on this page and show you how to add text. I'll resize my text box, and I can either double click in my text box or click on the Edit Text icon to start typing, and a third row of tools appears. I'll choose a large font size and a bold font family so that you can see what I'm doing. I can add text color in 3 ways. From here is a basic color palette, or I can choose more sophisticated color palette as before, here or here. I'm just going to change the color this way. So I highlight my text, and I'm just going to choose a basic color here. Now I'm going to show you how to layer your text and center it within a frame. As before, either by adding an image frame or a text box and adding color to it, you can create layers. Now there's an image frame there and a text box on top of it. You can move the text box to the back and you can't see it. Alternatively, you can move the image frame to the back to see it. In this situation, you'd probably want to get rid of the border on your text box. So I'll change it to none, and I'll set that. And center your text within your background color, or within your frame. And you can move your frame as such.